Good morning. On behalf of St. Clyde School Missile, I am Devashish Ghosh taking the home session during this COVID-19 lockdown period. And I hope that this session will benefit a lot because the teachers and the students they cannot go to school. So let me start the class 10 English literature today. So I begin with the assignment, acknowledgement, 100 words, summary and critical analysis. I know why the Kizit birds sing poem 300 words. Prose, biography of Nora Brooke 200 words. Summary and critical analysis of the story The Blue Bed 300 words. From the drama section, drama section Merchant of Venice, character sketch, each 200 words. Antonio, Bassanio, Ocean and Shiloh. I hope you have noted it and you require to submit this assignment after the reopening of the school. Now let me proceed to the today's lesson. I want to teach you the poetry parts. Last year I have taught you six lessons, 6 from prose and 6 from poetry. And you know that the whole book consists of 10 lessons, 10 from poetry part and 10 from prose part. And from this treasure trove book, all the 20 lessons will come in your examination. And I hope that you are taking the best of preparation for 221 board examination. Now today I am going to give you a class on English literature, poetry lesson 7. I know why the Kizit birds sing. Poetess Maya Angelou biography. Now I am just going to discuss about the biography of Maya Angelou. Without the biography, the lesson is not complete. Maya Angelou, she was the renowned poetess of America and she is well compared with Sarojini Naidu of India. Maya Angelou, she took birth on 4th April 1928. Margaret is St. Louis, USA. She was a renowned American author, actress, screenwriter, civil rights activist. She studied in Slade School, California, law in Ghana School of Law. Started her careers as a tram car driver. She wrote stories and poems in leisure time. She was a friend to Rex Malcolm and Martin Luther King Jr. She became a social rights activist. She became a social rights activist although she has a great love for her own community. That is the Negro people or the people from Africa. She worked as an editor of Ghana Times Africa. She joined Georgia Drama Society in 1972 and became a screenplay writer. She worked in the Hollywood movies Down in the Delta and Daughters, Mom, Daughters. These are two famous movies. The second one, Daughter, Mom, Daughter, she herself played the role of the mother, mom. She herself played the role of mom. Her wonderful literature works are Guten Maries, The Heart of a Woman, All God's Children, Hallelujah, or The Door to Hell. This was written in African language. The suffering of the African people in America, although they were brought there as a slave, and the struggle for freedom. And this whole story is shown in Hallelujah, or The Door to Hell. Socially acclaimed work. Her socially acclaimed work is I Know Why the Kizit Birds Sing. In this poem, she showed about the suffering of the African American people. Her husband was Greek sailor Ancestrosis Angelopoulos. I repeat again, Ancestrosis Angelopoulos Gay and Norgay are her children. Gay Anglos and Norgay Anglos are her children. She died on 28th May 2014 by massive heart attack in Los Angeles. This is all about the biography of Maya Angelou, the author of this poem. Now let me discuss about the poem. Discussion on the poem. The poem is about the racial discrimination. You know the meaning of the racial discrimination? That the black skinned peoples and the difference between the white skinned people. Because in America, the black skinned people were largely humiliated. They were treated as a slave. They are not given the social rights. The second one, it talks about the African American struggle for freedom. How the apartheid struggle began, how they walked and how they struggled for their freedom. It is shown through this poem. The poem has 6 stanzas. It is divided into 6 stanzas as it is a wonderful work by Maya Angelou. The poem, I know why the Gazette birds sing. Every bird symbolizes the British American. Here, he compares about the 2 birds. One bird, a free bird, and another a caged bird. So the free bird, it symbolizes the British American, and the caged bird symbolizes the dependent African American. Stanza 1. The free bird moves and glides freely. It enjoys the calm wind and orange morning sun. It can move anywhere. That means the free bird is none but the British Americans. The second stanza shows the caged bird tries to be free. He is restricted by the bars of the cage. His wings are clipped and legs are tied. He leads a captive life. That means he leads a prisoner life. They are in prison. Likewise, the caged bird is in prison. The third stanza shows only the mouth of the caged bird is open. He sings the song of freedom. His voice can be heard at the distant hills. It only inspires the others to dreams of freedom. The caged bird is sad and hopeless because it cannot move, it cannot come out from the cage. It only sings, and its loud, shrill voice inspires the others, those who are outside, that you struggle for your freedom. The 4 stanzas, the free bird symbolizes the dominant class people. That means the white people of America, the white Britishers. He enjoys the trade wind, perches on the boughs, and can catch the fat worms for food. He expresses himself as the proprietors of the whole universe. That means the free Americans, British Americans, they demand that America is theirs. They are the real owner of America. The stanza 5, the caged bird is a prisoner. His food and water is limited. His dreams of the freedom is futile. Futile means it is imagination only. His life is under the mercy of his Lord. He sings for hope and empathy. Empathy means sympathy. He wants sympathy from the other people so that their mission should be fruitful. Stanza 6, the caged bird sings with hope and fear. Why hope and fear? Because he hopes that one day the first rising sun will give them freedom, and the fear that they will be punished brutally by the British American. His song is the only device to demand for freedom. He shows his protest against his tyrant lot. Means those are continuously torturing them. They are not at ease. They are not getting peace at all because they are bonded. They are the prisoner. They are in the cell. They are in the cage. He will sing until his throat is not choked. Now it promises that only his throat is free, so he will go on singing until he is dead. So this is all about the poem that our authoress Maya Angelou described. That is why she is called the renowned authors of USA. Now this is the end of my session, and if you have any problem you can contact with me. Our principal has given my phone number to you, and I'm giving you some homework. Your homework is in your treasure trove workbook. Complete the extract 1, 2, 3 and 4. You should complete all the extracts with pencil, not with pen, so that after the reopening of the school I can check it. So finally, I wish that you are healthy, you are free, and you are safe and sound. And I pray to Lord that we all meet together after the reopening of the school. Thank you and have the blessing of the God.